It's a nice and beautiful day in the city of Asaba. So, one welcome to you, my wonderful viewers. The program is the Saturday Show, and it's coming to you from your number one station, NTA Channel 11 Asaba, the station that adds value to society. And my humble self, I am Uche Onyeji, your host. I will be piloting the affairs of today's edition. Today, we are looking at the influence of in-laws on marriages. Do they have positive influence or negative influence? It's the way you look at them. But mind you, in-laws are always there for us. Let me not say much about them. We're going to kickstart with this. Mercy British School right here in Asaba had a quiz competition amongst the students for them to know how they're faring. Their IQ, is it high? Can they compete with the world at large? Just sit back, don't touch this dial. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Mommy and Daddy, take me to MBS. Take me to MBS. Take me to MBS. You gotta take me to Mercy British School.
Welcome to Mercy British School weekly inter-house quiz competition. If you are excited to be here, let me hear you make some noise. I like to see the revelries of winners. Last week, it was Red House that won the competition, and the other houses vowed to fight back this week. Today, there is much tension. Each team wants to be the winner, and that's right, but only time will tell. White House, Red House, Blue House. If you are confident that you will be the winner in today's competition, let me hear you say, The first element in the periodic table is dash.
The first element in the periodic table is hydrogen.
Correct, sample. The sour taste of food is due to dash.
The sour taste of food is due to acid.
Correct, the sample. What is universal solvent?
The universal solvent is water.
Correct, the sample. Which blood cell carries oxygen?
The blood cell that carries oxygen is red blood cell.
Correct. What carries genetic information?
The thing that carries genetic information is known as chromosome.
Correct, the sample.
The winner of today's competition goes to the Blue House.
Mercy British School Asaba is at it again. They have just concluded their weekly inter-house quiz competition successfully. This is a way of testing the IQs of their students. And the Blue House took the lead.
Mercy British School is a good school. The school have imparted good knowledge to me. Since I entered this school, I have learned great things about this school, and I've learned how to read and write when I enter in this school.
Are you looking for a school where knowledge and good morals are taught? Oh yes, look no further. At Mercy British School Asaba, we are the best in teaching and training. We have well-trained and qualified teachers that are ready to impact knowledge and good morals that your children and words need to excel in life.
Here is a Mercy British School, and as the name goes, so we combine a Nigerian curriculum and a British curriculum. We also apply some Taiwan techniques here. Being trained in Taiwan, I was trained as an engineer in Taiwan. So that is why you see JS2, JS3 can service generator. I believe that certificate without skill is useless. So from here, we are imparting skill on them so that even when they finish, they can be able to stand on their feet. So reading is so important here because not only the knowledge, because one of the students here that came for registration asked him, why do you want to be registered here? He said he wants to be registered here so that he will know how to read and write. The basic of education is not just to know how to read and write. So that is the major thing in British curriculum. They start from the grassroots and begin to educate the brain of the child. So whatever they learn, they can be able to articulate it to produce something. So that is education.
We have the state-of-the-art facilities like the science laboratory, standard library, music studio, computer room, examination hall, playing field, and a serene environment where you learn and study without interference.
If you bring your child to Mercy British School, you are assured of a balanced education whereby the child is both physically, mentally, academically, intellectually developed, so that he will be able to withstand the current trend in the world today.
Mercy British School, we are located at Mercyland, Wawolo Street, off Apu Junction, Opanam Road, Asaba Delta State, or call us on 0803-720-0713. Admission is ongoing at Mercy British School, Asaba, into all the classes. Visit Mercy British School today and you will be glad you did. Mercy British School, Opanam Delta State. Honor your father and mother. Welcome back. Now we are going to take the health segment by Ebu Uluwa.
Indigestion is what we feel when our stomach doesn't agree with the food we eat. It can cause pain or discomfort in the upper belly, along with bloating, gas, or a burning feeling in the chest, also called heartburn. Sometimes, people may feel full too quickly or even feel like vomiting. There are many things that can cause indigestion. Eating too much, too fast, or having spicy, oily, or junk food can upset the stomach. Drinking too many fizzy drinks, eating late at night, or being stressed can also make it worse. To feel better, it's important to eat slowly, chew food well, and avoid drinks that cause problem. Drinking warm water can help. If indigestion keeps happening, it's a good idea to visit a health center or clinic. Indigestion is usually not serious, but if we ignore it, it can lead to more problems like ulcer or stomach pain. So it's important to listen to your body, eat right, and take care of your stomach.
Welcome back. Thank you very much for that piece of advice on the health tips. We sincerely believe that you practice what you've heard today so that your tomorrow will be better. Today on your favorite show, the Saturday show, we are looking at a topic that will interest you. Talking about the influence of in-laws on both the husband and the wife. Do they have positive effect or negative effect? When you talk about in-laws, what readily comes to mind? This is the station that adds value to the society. NTA Channel 11 Asaba. And my name is Uchi Onyeji. The program is the Saturday show. And I've told you the topic we have today. I have lovely guests in the studio to look at this issue critically. But before that, let me just let you into this. The in-laws can be a blessing, offering wisdom, support, and guidance. But sometimes their involvement causes chaos, causes strain between couples. Today we will look at the positive aspect of in-laws and the negative aspect of in-laws. You know, some people will say, my in-law, they are beautiful. You can take them to the bank and every other person will. And some will say, those people, don't mind them. You see how the background ushering is into this topic proper. Marriage is not just about two people. It also unites two families. In-laws, whether from the husband's side or the wife's side, often play an important role in the success or struggle of a marriage.
It depends on the issues that they have. If they are living happily, in-laws should not intrude. But if they have issues that involves family, the in-laws should be able to enter amicably and settle it.
Definitely they should have a say, because in life you need guidance in anything you are doing. Marriage is something that is very unique. Why I say unique is that there are no two exact marriages, One couple come together, they are unique. And they need people that have been there before to guide them. And the best people to guide them are their in-laws to guide them. So I'm looking at it in a positive way. They are supposed to have a say, and that say should help the marriage to work. I'm not saying that they should lord it over them.
On the positive side, in-laws can be a great source of support. They provide wisdom, financial help, cultural values, and even childcare support that strengthens the marriage.
Definitely. I know, let me give example, my friend, when he wanted to marry, sometimes when my friends do things that the wife doesn't like, the wife run to the father of my friend to say, look at what your son is doing, and the father will call the son to order to make sure that he behaves well.
But sometimes influence becomes interference when in-laws take sides during disagreements.
Let her come back. She will tell me where she's coming from. Eh? Look at ever since I come back, I've been outside here waiting for her. Can you imagine? Where are you coming from? Eh? Where are you coming from? In fact, what is the time by your watch?
Oh, you have started again.
Oh, I've started again.
I've started again.
I've started
What's the
again.
meaning of all this? Somebody will not breathe for you again. In this house, for me to breathe is a problem. For me to eat is a problem. For me to step out is a problem. What is your problem?
Are you the one marrying me in this house, or am I the one marrying you? What is the time? Don't you know that you are supposed to be at home before your husband come back? Eh? So I should be the one to come back and prepare food for you. Then if you come back, you now relax and eat.
Please, leave me. I'm not even just ready for all this nonsense.
See, if you are not ready, go inside there, pack your things, and go back to your parents' house.
Compare one spouse to another family member or dictate private decisions. Tension often builds between husband and wife.
I have seen situations like that where in-laws cause problem in marriage, especially maybe the mother-in-law trying to be too protective to the son. Women always have these issues. They're trying to be protective, thinking that the wife will take over their son from them. I've seen situations like that, but that is a wrong thing.
The real challenge for couples is finding balance, how to respect and honor their in-laws without letting them control the marriage. Open communication and unity between husband and wife remains the key.
Boundaries they should set is if they have overbearing in-laws, it is good they set boundaries. But if they have in-laws that are friendly and are living happily with them, it also depends on their relationship with their in-laws. Some families like to relate with their in-laws very well, but some that are having overbearing in-laws, they like to keep them at a distance.
At the end of the day, the marriage belongs to the husband and wife who made the vows. In-laws can support, guide, and bless the union, but the responsibility of protecting it lies with the couples themselves. Welcome back. The program is still the Saturday show, and I have two lovely guests in the studio to look at this issue critically. I have on my left, he is a pastor, a man of God. They will call him Pastor John Malachi. He is of the Lifted Life Christian Church right here in Asaba. Pastor John, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me, and welcome viewers. Thank you.
Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. I know that when next we call on you, you will honor our invitation as well.
Definitely by the grace of God. Yes.
You are welcome, sir. And also, I have with me Mrs. Nwamu Dumebi. She is a civil servant with the Local Government Service Commission right here in Asaba Delta State. Ma, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Today we are looking at the influence of in-laws on both man and woman. And you know, we can't just talk about in-laws without knowing the union that brought those people together, sir. Based on this, I want you to, at least in your own little way, define or tell us what marriage is all about.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is a very interesting topic because the treatment to a social or a societal problem, a major one that has to do with marriage. You see, there are so many challenges in marriages, and it's all because the marriage, is not the way it was intended to be. Now, by creation, God made marriage. God instituted marriage, as a union between a man and a woman. Okay. And then, of course, in diverse cultures, especially the African culture, it is not just a marriage between a man and a woman, but between families. And so the coming together of the families, you don't have the in-laws at each end of the relationship. At the mother's side, at the father's side, at the the husband's side, the wife's side, and so the marriage in African context has to do with the coming together of these two families. And then by their coming together, there is an influence that they bring into the marriage.
So let's hear from Mrs. Dumebi. Ma, what can you say about marriage? Just give us a little definition of what marriage is all about.
Like he rightly said,
yes,
marriage is a union between a man and a woman. And again, pointing out from what he has just said, that it goes beyond between a man and a woman. It's all encompassing. The mother of the man, that is both parents from both families are involved. Extended families are involved. To an extent, even the village from where both couple came from are involved.
And I know that marriage is between two consented adults.
Adults.
So because
adults.
It's not for children.
Not at all.
You must say, I love this person, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, before I will now say, I do. Okay. Having said all of this, we now agree that marriage is the bedrock of every given society. Now, without marriage, in-laws are nowhere to be found. Okay, so let me now ask this question, sir. How significant is the role of in-law in modern marriages?
Wow. In-laws, especially in the African setting, the in-laws, you can't do without the role of in-laws. In fact, the role of in-laws actually can be negative, can be positive. Okay. Depending on the expectation of culture or cultural expectation, or societal expectation. There's something the society expects as a rule of in-laws.
Can you buttress more?
Beautiful. And for instance, when you have to do with the tradition of even the coming together of the couple, the in-laws have a traditional role to play. They fix the bride price. They help to arrange the marriage. Sometimes even in-laws, like in India they're still doing it. You can't even see your bride. The two parents just come together and say, see, these are our children, they should get married. And then maybe the day you are marrying, that's when you're seeing your wife for the first time. So in-laws can even, go ahead to even arranging marriages between their children. Okay? And then of course they also have the kind of a custodian role that, society expect them to be like overseers, to make sure that things are going well in their marriages of their children. And then they are also like the support system.
Yes, by providing advice.
They provide advice. In fact, their advice, they provide advice, protection, they even finances. They help to even ensure that, the couples are doing well. They call, they check on them, how is everything, and sometimes even the kids, once in a while, they come down to be with the in-laws. The in-laws, they have a role to play. Not just for the marriage to succeed, but for the couples, to make progress, to be at peace with one another.
Union of man and woman with regards to the in-laws of both couple is that they play a very huge supportive role. A very huge one at that. Though at times they go beyond limits. You know, this is where you are supposed to stop, but you find them going beyond that limit,
Yes.
which in most cases are not too healthy.
Yes.
You understand? But when you look at the positive aspect of it, you marry it alongside with the negative, then sieve and pick what is coming out good from it.
Okay.
So as an in-law, fine, you play a supportive role. Fine, it's okay. What are these roles you play to support the marriage, to see that the marriage does not fail, it succeeds? Fine, we bring about the spirituality of the family.
Beautiful.
You understand? Thank God there's a clergyman here, a man of God, that can take us through that. You know, spirituality, traditions are there, but in most cases, discover that some of these traditions are in conflict with what both couples may want to be or want or should like in their marriage. And when the in-laws come in now, and unfortunately or fortunately, there are believers in that tradition, and the couples involved are not part of it, there is going to be a conflict. That is the negative aspect of it. So you discover that because they are coming from two different ends.
They are coming from two different backgrounds.
Two different backgrounds.
Yes.
You know, the problem will come there. The role which ordinarily they are supposed to play is now washed away. It is now taken away from the family. Are you now the man or the wife, the man as in the husband of the woman or the child to the in-law? It now behoves on you to sit back and say, how do I marry? How do I strike a balance?
It's left for the man of the house to now stand his ground
and say,
this is what I want.
This is what I want.
This is what I want for my family.
Be diplomatic.
Okay.
Be reasonable.
Be reasonable.
Do it with understanding, with God's wisdom, so that you will not bring your marriage to ruins. You understand?
Yes.
And that's where the man of God comes in.
Yes.
So how do you people counsel the couple to be on how to live together with both families? In-laws, brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, and so on.
Yes, you just mentioned them now.
Yes.
Brothers-in-laws, sisters-in-law, not just father and mother-in-law. You know, the whole, even cousins-in-law. And even until recently, you now have online in-laws.
In fact, because once you get married, you're not just getting married to one person.
Yes.
You're getting married to the whole family.
I'm telling you, yes. You know, some people even bring their problems to social media. And then by then, they now have online in-laws who now advises them. Actually, yes. The issue of mediation and counseling is supposed to be part of the role the in-laws play. You know, before I talked about the positive role that they play.
Yes.
There's also the negative role, though. Depending on ethical and attitudinal orientation of the parents involved. Their ethical mindset and then their attitude. Because you can't give what you don't have.
Yes, you can't give what you
Beautiful.
don't have.
Well, we're going to come to that. But let's look at the issue of spiritual side. Do you know when God called Moses? He was in Egypt. And then he came down to the land of Midian. From there, he met these girls at the well who took her home. And then he got married to one of them. Then he had in-laws. As at then, Moses was confused. He didn't know what to do with his life. By the time he now began the call that God called him to go and rescue children of Israel in Egypt, he left his family with the father-in-law, with the in-laws. And then he went, took them out, and there was a day that the father-in-law came to visit Moses at his duty post. And he saw the way he was leading, and with his wisdom, he said, this is not how it's supposed to be. He counseled Moses and helped him to be able to, I think that also formed the basis of what you have in civil service today, departmentalization, delegation of assignment. It was the father-in-law of Moses that taught Moses that and helped him with his career. So you can see that support system.
Yes.
But you see, it takes the maturity of the persons involved to be able to know. Because sometimes because of immaturity, people have quarreled with their helpers of destiny. They started quarreling with their destiny, with their in-laws. No, marriage is supposed to be for two people. I beg you people should leave us alone. And then they discard counsel, wise counsel of parents who had been, alive for so many years, gaining experience, valuable experience that could help them in their marriages. Because whatever you are going through as a couple, your in-laws may have gone through them. You see, so biblically, yes, Bible says we should honor our parents. That is not only our biological parents, and even our parents-in-law. We should honor them, listen to them, though because of the fact that we have some kind of in-laws who not just in a way to counsel, they counsel them. They counsel them wrongly. Yeah. Because of that, so some persons are very wary, of counsels of in-law. And actually, yes, especially the women, they will always want to be emotional. They take sides with their own, but it demands the wisdom of the couples themselves. There is a case I'm handling right now.
Okay.
A young man, he traveled to the US, got married, and then they were doing very fine. The wife is a Nigerian, the young man is a Nigerian. And then when she gave birth, the mother-in-law said she was coming to America. The girl called the husband and said, please, I don't want my mommy to come. He said, no.
Why?
That your mommy should come. I should come. The day the woman landed the house, that was when the problem of this couple started. In fact, they later got divorced.
In Igbo land, they say Obatosu. Once you come in, there will be problem. So, what really happened? Let's hear you out. If I ask my next question.
Yeah, the woman came. The young man then didn't have a job, though he was an architect here in Nigeria, and he wanted to be a building engineer. So he was in school. He wasn't doing quite well then. The lady was the one that brought in most of the money. So when the woman came in, they said, no, how can you're with this young man that is not doing well? Look at a lot of other guys. Even one of the guys' friends that used to visit the house, he encouraged the daughter to go out with the young man. Wow. And that was how the marriage broke. So that's why the ethical orientation of persons, I think that's also why we have to stress in attitudinal and ethical values. Because when you bring good attitude into the life of your children, it will help them.
Yes.
But you see, when you have this greediness, you bring in pride, you and encouraging your daughter not to submit to the husband, all those kind of things affect the marriages negatively. But it doesn't.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. But in the end,
yes,
it doesn't detract from the rule, from the fact that the in-laws are very valuable support system.
Thank you, Pastor Malachi. If I leave you here, we'll talk till our time is up. Okay, but let me just ask you this. In what ways can in-laws strengthen the bond between husband and wife? In what way? As a woman, as a mother, in what way?
Before I go into that, there was a case or a story like that. One of my colleagues told me. It's a recent event.
Okay.
The guy is married, his son. Each time he quarrels with the wife, he will run back to his mother.
Okay.
He will run back to his mother's house. He will stay there, and he was a man of God. The guy is a pastor. He runs back to his mother's house.
Was he not told that one day you will leave your
the parents,
and
cling
to your wife,
and you are now one? Yes, was he not told? He runs back to the mother. Yes, he runs back to the mother and stays there as long as he wants to stay. The mother will even ask him, "Come and buy me this. Go to the farm. Go and do this. Go and do that."
Can you imagine?
Leaving the family behind.
My God.
You understand? So, like we have so far discussed, counseling. Counseling coming from the positive side. Because if this woman had told the son, though we women, we have a kind of strength of character in us. The kind of strength behind our character and attitudes is something else. Women are very strong when it comes to issue of my son, my daughter, she's married. No, I don't want this. I don't want that. Who are you to dictate? Fine, you gave birth to him, you gave birth to her. But at a certain point,
they have their lives
to live.
Yes.
Let them be. Let them make that mistakes and come back to you to seek counsel from you. So the basic role, the basic thing, the first thing is that as a mother or as a father, we don't have problems with the men. The men are always on the advisory side. They advise, they counsel. It takes the special grace of God to find among the women that good counsel. Women, we must counsel. Then, if you want to counsel, it shouldn't be one-sided. My daughter, this is what you would have done. This is how it should have been. You don't need to come before your son to say that to her. You call her aside, advise her like your own daughter. Then go back to your son. If he was at, you are not even there to find faults. All you need is to settle them. Make peace. Counsel them. If it comes this way, do it this way. If it goes this way, handle it, follow it this way. But again, above all things, God first. Seek the face of God. Don't even run back to me. Let it be that it has come and gone before I know of it. I come to know of it. I know, yes. Oh, you mean so something happened? How were you able to wriggle out of it? Say, mother, this was okay.
And she'll be happy.
She will be happy that my child has grown up. My son, my daughter is grown up. It's okay.
To the extent of handling issues.
So counseling, seeking the face of God and counseling, good advice. You don't need to broadcast it. You understand? So I think for me, you counsel them, hand them over to God, and ensure that they too are following the path of God. They are walking in the righteous path of God.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Dumebide. So do you have another thing to add?
Yes, because when we're talking about in-laws, we have several cases, especially daughters-in-laws, with the mother-in-laws.
Because I have another question I want to ask, that how can couples set boundaries with the in-laws?
Good. I wanted to talk about the role of the religious leaders in helping marriages to have harmony, especially between children and parents-in-law. Because there definitely would be challenges in marriages.
Sure, they will.
Okay. And then some of them, the women are more outgoing, in area of solution seeking.
Yes.
And this is where some religious houses take advantage of these women.
Yes.
You go to complain to somebody, maybe a prophet or a pastor, see the challenge I'm having in my marriage. The next thing they say, your mother-in-law is a witch. So in fact they have a template for it, it's so, and once they confirm your fear, you're already accepting it as an event.
Exactly. That's it.
And then they begin to strain their relationships with their mothers-in-law. I have a case like that. For 10 years, the young man in Port Harcourt could not visit the mother in Uyo because the daughter-in-law told the husband, they said your mother is a witch.
Oh.
And that woman died
That
of
pain.
Emotional pain.
Yes.
So in this kind of
child
situation,
you suffered for, went through school, couldn't come back to you because of somebody he married. So we should be very, very careful. Religious leaders should do well to help harmonies in homes. And the counsel too is also very important. Very important.
The counsel is very important.
Yes.
I want you to ask, what do you think that man should have done?
The man should know. Number one, the Bible says, honor your father and your mother.
So that your days may be
that it may be well with you, including your marriage. Honor your father and your mother, even if he's a witch. Bible says honor him. That honor is unconditional.
Yes. So
and Bible says, who is he that will harm you if you are, a believer in what that is good, a doer of what is good. Bible even said, love your enemies. So to the extreme, you see, we are living in a loveless society.
Okay.
Because if there is truly love, couples will be able to cope, pray together, and things will change. So this is it. Religious leaders should do well to help to foster harmony in homes than separation. A lady came to me and said she went somewhere, and then the prophet told her that the problem she has is the husband, that the husband was not supposed to be the right man. He should have married. They have married. Traditionally, they have wedded. Where do you get that kind of theology from? What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So it's also ignorance. People should seek to know the word of God.
Exactly.
Read the word of God. No matter what anybody tells you, if it doesn't align with the word of God, reject it.
Where does communication come in?
Communication.
Yes, between husband and wife.
Okay. When you talk about communication, for me, there shouldn't be a gap.
Okay.
Yes, there shouldn't be a gap in communication between husband and wife. Husband and wife should be constantly communicating.
Yes.
Because if they were communicating,
This-
I don't think that
they are not friends.
happened.
You know, one is that a couple, man and wife, they should be friends.
They should be friends.
You understand? Before now, you will know this person, though he may not be rich, but he's seeking my hand in marriage. Who is he to you? Is he your friend? Can he make a good husband material? You understand?
Yes.
You ask yourself that question. And if at the end of the day you're able to confirm that, yes, truly this man can make a good husband, is he your friend?
That's it. Because once you marry your friend,
there'll be no gap in communication.
Absolutely.
You flow alongside each other.
Yes.
Whether good or bad. Even when it's obvious that, yes, I have gone to several pastors, soothsayers, in whatever name they come, I have gone to them, they have seen me, I have seen them, they have told me so and so. Have I discussed it with my husband?
Because he will definitely tell you.
You can discuss it with your husband and say, and even before going to those houses, was your husband aware? If your husband was aware, which means that when you come back, whatever is told you then should be discussed with your husband. And whatever, because your husband is your friend, he's your father, he's your husband, whatever he tells you, because of that friendship, that relationship, that love, yes, both of you will now agree. Come to a compromise. Say yes. This is this. Even if they told you my mom is a witch or that your mother is a witch, let us agree. We are working in agreement. Can't you work together?
Except they agree.
Yeah.
So there must be that consensus.
That's it.
There should be a consensus between a man and a wife on issues, such very sensitive issues. You understand? Through communication.
Yes.
You understand? So that is what I feel it ought to be.
Yeah.
Excessive interference.
Excessive interference.
How does excessive interference create tension between marriages?
Excessive interference.
From the in-laws.
From the in-laws. When somebody wants to perpetually be in control.
Domineering. You want to dominate.
You want to control your son or control your daughter. You are done with your own, you are in your own marriage. Allow them to have their own. Make suggestions, give counsel, allow them to take their decisions. You know,
because I
especially
know that in
the women.
those days, sorry for interrupting, in those days they say avoid third party.
Third party.
Are they third party?
They see, yeah. Some of these
in-laws.
Yes, some of these
in-laws. Are
yes.
they third parties? So
not really third party.
Interference.
See,
how do we handle it?
Yeah, you know, we are copying some things from the West.
Okay.
And that has to do with their kind of marital orientation. That two persons can just walk together to the altar and get married, or maybe just go to court and get married, and that's all. No.
This is Africa.
Do you know that what they call interference actually has helped marriages, brought harmony?
Okay.
Marriage is between two persons. Interference may be negative or positive.
Okay.
Negative in the sense that you are trying to exert control. You are trying to disrupt even their own decisions just for your own to stand. So I think what parents should do more is pray for them. Yes.
For them.
And then interference can be positive in a way. You know, your son comes to you, you know, you want to divorce the wife. No, you come and say, no, you can't do
You
that.
can't do that.
Yes. So there are positive interference,
And there are negative,
which we may call interventions.
What's your take on that, ma'am?
Yeah. Like you said, positive, it could be positive or negative. It becomes a very bad one when it's negative.
Yes.
But today, our traditions too, when we go back to our traditions too, we remember that to an extent, a mother-in-law should have her boundaries.
Yes.
Because today I'm in my son's house. Tomorrow I'm in my son's house. What are you doing there?
Leaving your husband.
Leaving your husband at home. You
Who
understand?
you are supposed
There
to
should
take
be
care
a
of.
limit to
Yes.
that. It doesn't mean you cannot visit your son or your daughter. You can visit them. Take out time to visit them, but let there be restrictions.
Yes.
Even while you are there on visitation.
Yes.
Do you now begin to crumble? Maybe the man is the type that comes back late at night. You know, each time he comes back, you begin to frown, you nag, you complain and complain. The next morning you go and knock on his door and say, John, you didn't come back early yesterday. What happened? For what?
For what?
How does it affect you?
Allow
What is your business
to
there?
go by.
Push it behind you. Move ahead. Don't let there be a limit to your interferences. Like he rightly said, prayer, intervention. Issues are coming up. How do I intervene? What is my advice to these people? Should I go there and fight my son-in-law? Should I go there and fight my daughter-in-law? No, it shouldn't be.
Okay.
Advice, counseling, intervention, those are what it should be.
Those are what it should be. You should
Yes.
advise your children.
Children.
They are both your children, both
Yes.
the man and the woman. They are your
Yes.
children. So you should advise them. Okay, as we are running up now because time is not truly on our side, we are really having fun. What practical advice will you give to couples struggling with the issue of in-laws, struggling with pressure coming from their in-laws? What practical advice? Let's hear from you as a man of God.
Yes.
What practical advice will you give to them?
First, they should pray.
Okay.
Prayer
is the key.
Yes, it's key. Prayer can bring wisdom.
Okay.
And then they should talk with themselves. They should put their heads together.
Communication.
They should communicate and be able to look at the issues, you know, objectively.
Okay.
And then, and possibly they can seek counsel.
Okay.
Yes, from an experienced counselor, maybe from the pastor, who can be able to, you know, sit them down and be able to know the challenge, to be able to help them navigate their way through. And of course, they should keep on loving.
Okay.
Yes, they shouldn't
The
hate their
agape
in-laws.
kind
Yeah,
of
the
love.
agape kind of love, because love covers multitude of sins and offenses. Yes, they should treat their in-laws with love.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Pastor John Malachi of Lifted Life Christian Church, Asaba. Thank you for your insights this day.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
finding time to be here.
Thank you. I
Thank
deeply appreciate.
Ma, can we now hear from you? A word of advice to our women out there?
Yes,
The
I
men,
think
the in-laws.
it's centered on the couple.
Okay.
They are the ones involved. Two of them should always agree.
Yes.
Okay.
That agreement. And again, they should not leave a gap. You know, gap, when I mean gap, there should be good communication at all times.
Okay.
And like he said, they shouldn't stop loving their parents. They should, in fact, that is even when they should extend more love to them. And above all, themselves that are involved. The two of them that are involved should love themselves. That is even the time they extend much love to themselves, to each other. And above all, they should have a listening ear to each other's advice, each other's counsel, each other's words of wisdom and things like that. Okay. That is my take on it.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Maybe Mwamu, for finding time to be here. I appreciate your insights. Thank you. And for you, my lovely viewers, we thank you. Talking about in-laws interference in our marriages, please, you have your life to live. Allow them to live their own life the way they want it. And with that, there will be peace everywhere. And the sky will be our stepping stone. Remember, you can watch this program on our social media handle, NTA Channel 11 Asaba. On our Star Times Channel 104. The prices of things in the market. Did you see that? Are they increasing or reducing? Are they affordable? Can you boast of 3 square meal a day? Okay, take it off from there.
The recent decline in the prices of rice in Nigeria can be attributed to several factors. Nigeria's rice production has seen significant growth, with a projected 32% increase in 2024, according to the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. The surge in production is expected to boost Nigerian self-sufficiency in rice production. The federal government initiative like Anchor Boras program has increased access to financing for farmers, leading to growth in rice production. Nigeria has also become the largest rice producer in Africa. The visit to market in Asaba by a Saturday crew discovered that there is a sharp decline in the price of this staple food. Rice often fluctuates based on seasonal demand and supply pattern.
Price of rice is coming down to compare the price of rice before. This is the season of rice. There is a new rice now that coming out. There is no old rice now. All the rice now is new rice.
It's a market thing. Because I believe the man I bought from is a wholesaler and it will be different from retail sellers.
Now, actually, the price of rice now have reduced to compare at the price they used to sell before. Rice now is cheaper down. It has come down.
Addressing the underlying challenges will be crucial to ensuring sustainable rice production in Nigeria.
This is how far we can go on today's edition of your favorite program, The Saturday Show. Remember to keep a date with us, same time, same station, 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. every Saturday. Is the show you will never forget in a hurry. Watch NTA Asaba, the station that adds value to society. Today's edition has been a bumper package. We enjoyed ourselves talking about in-laws, their influence over their children. They should be a positive in-laws and not a negative one, okay? Teaching them, because they learn. We learn by the day. No matter how old you are, you can't stop learning. The day you stop learning, you are a dead man. Okay? So they should keep on talking to us, teaching us, so that we'll learn every day and be a better person they want us to be tomorrow. Alright, on behalf of my producer, Madam Ejire Guinea, wait, that's what we call her here. Ejire Guinea, the cameraman, the engineers, the directors, everybody that made this production worthwhile. I am Uche Onyeji asking you to keep a date with us, same time, same station next week, and to watch other of our productions. Bye for now.